If you've lived in Virginia for a while, you remember the earthquake we had in August of 2011. But you might not remember that it caused our two nuclear plants at North Anna to shut down for 3 months. Those nuclear plants usually provide enough power for 750,000 homes, and they were suddenly offline. But your lights stayed on. That's because Virginia is part of a transmission grid that has more than 1,300 power plants, or generating units, across 13 states. Our grid is managed by an independent operator called PJM Interconnection. Your utility owns the wires in your area, and it may own many of the generating units that supply your electricity, but PJM decides which unit should run and when. Demand for electricity goes up and down, higher in the daytime, lower at night. Back in the old days, grid operators could only manage the supply side. You had your baseload plants, which produce electricity pretty much all the time, and your peaker plants that cost more to run but can meet the demand spikes. Today, technology is changing how the grid works. Peaker plants now also fill in around variable energy sources like wind and solar. Energy storage also plays a bigger role. Virginia has a huge pump storage facility in Bath County that used to just store surplus coal and nuclear energy at night. Today, PJM also uses it to support renewable energy, along with battery storage that is becoming cheap enough to challenge the role of peaker plants. Technology also gives PJM the ability to use demand response, essentially paying some customers to use less electricity at times of peak demand. With all these tools, PJM can make sure to match the supply of electricity with the demand while keeping enough extra capacity around to meet almost any emergency, even an unexpected shutdown of 2 nuclear plants.